All right, guys, so me and Blake are out here on our new farm. Just got a 70-acre farm this year. Lots of potential, tons of oak trees on the property, and the rest of everything that butts up to it is mostly pine. So we got tons of deer sign in here. So what we did is we came in here with the bush hog a couple months ago. As soon as we bought the place, got the tractor as quick as we could, got the bush hog in here. This was all growed up through here. It was bad, and it basically, what you see in this little cluster right here, we left for some cover right in front of where our set is. This was what the whole plot looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. So we've gone through already, and we tilled it up, did a soil test, and we found out how much lime we needed. Got a bunch of lime, and I've already gone through here, and you can see how green it is in here already. And we've already gone through and planted most of the plot, but we had a couple sections here that didn't quite take. So we're going to do a little overseeding. Season comes in about 2.5 weeks. We're supposed to get some rain this weekend, so it's probably a good time for us to go ahead and overseed this area. The reason why I think it didn't really take is because this was so thick with briars and brushiness that a lot of the organic matter is still left in the soil. So when we till it up, there's a lot of little roots and stuff that come up. So I went back through a second till. It looks much better. A lot more dirt came up. And so we're going to run through and do another coat of overseeding in the bare areas. And we're using Imperial Whitetail's Destination. This is an early fall blend. It plants up to a 1/4 acre. And what this has in it is basically it's radishes, peas, some oats, basically a brassicas with some kale in it. And you can see it's already coming up nice and green and lush in a lot of places. We've got one set right here in the corner, and that big pine tree in the corner overlooking both sides of this L-shaped plot. We call it the L plot. So basically what we're going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and spread some seed out, and then run back and get the cultipacker, and then pack it all down, and then call it a day and get on to the next project. This is the broom straw field. Just finishing up the last couple little items here before the season opens in a couple of weeks. Came in here, put a ground blind in today because we got a really bulletproof entrance. The house isn't but a couple hundred yards back that direction, and we've got a nice little path that comes all the way down through the woods, and then we're going to cut a trail off of our main trail straight to the blind. None of the deer should be coming from that direction, but lo and behold, we come out here today after we got this plot in here for a couple of weeks, and there's deer tracks all along this edge. So we felt like this was a good spot to put the ground blind right on this edge. Tons of deer tracks coming through here, lots of green coming up, and it should be good to go. So if the wind isn't right for the ground blind, in the corner down here we've got a set hung in the corner, and so that should give us a very good vantage point of the plot. This is our first year on this farm, so a lot of this time will be spent just recon and seeing what's out here, and hopefully maybe get a shooter walk by. Otherwise we're probably gonna let most of the little bucks are gonna walk, and probably just observe this year and only just shoot if you know, if something shows up that's mature. So, but this is a really good spot. The hard surface road is a couple hundred yards that way, but we left all this thick broom straw cut over brush all through here all the way down to the road. So there's tons of beds in there. The deer are bedding in there, and this little ground blind here will give us a nice bulletproof entry and exit so that we don't spook anything out of the plot. We just sneak right on out of the woods if we're not going to shoot them. So, but that's where we're at a couple weeks ago, and we're on to the next spot.